I saw that you played with Peyton Manning. I think you mentioned it earlier. I know you saw a young Peyton, but did you see this level of greatness even when he was that young?
So great question, Mo. My first, like I said, I was there when Peyton first came. His first day when he got drafted and everything. Peyton came in, with a lot of hype. One of the Manny boys and everything. But he got welcomed to the NFL real quick. His first year, he had 50 interceptions. We was like,
that's something I did not know.
Yes, man.
We was like, man, what? Like looking around at each other, like, what's going on? But here's the thing: Peyton was a football guy. It was football all the time, and if it wasn't about football, he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to hear it. So that off season, and we the whole team stayed. We didn't. That wasn't like a normal off season. We stayed and we worked and we conditioned. We watched film and we got our stuff together. And he led us. So that next year we went from 3-13 to 13-3, and we won the division. So I seen the process of how Peyton became Peyton, right? And and he had the big three with him. He had Edgerrin James and Marvin Harris with him. Like Dallas had that big three. We had our big three too. And those dudes were hard to deal with. You know what I mean? So just watching them in practice every day, like practicing against them. You know what I mean? You had to be ready, right? So absolutely.
Okay. My next question is making it to the NFL is not an easy feat. It's very tough. Like a lot of people work their whole lives to get where you at. What's some bit of advice that you would give your younger self to improve on where you were at, improve your chances? What would you tell yourself?
If I can go back to my younger self and give myself some advice, I actually spoke about it on the show earlier. That I was real focused, right? So if you ever was around me, you knew I was a good dude, but I was focused on my craft and focused on the game and what was next. I didn't really open up. I was a real closed person. And if it wasn't talk about sports, I really didn't want to hear it, right? So what I would do is I would sort of connect the dots earlier. Because right now, today, as I stand, my network is huge. I talk to people. I communicate with my friends. I communicate business deals all the time, everything. I would have did that a lot earlier. I think that would have provided more opportunities for me in my career and, probably been further along than I am now. So I would say to any young man that's, that's pursuing an athletic career or that, playing sports is only going to last but so long. So what you going to do after that? Right? Playing sports is a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. So what's your 15-year, 20, 30-year plan? You're going to live to 70, 80 years old. You can only play sports in your 20s. Because in sports, if you get to 30, you're old. You know what I'm saying? You're old. So I would tell them to always look at the big picture, see the value in everybody you meet, be kind and be humble and talk to everybody. You know what I mean? Like I said, I spoke to people. I was a polite guy, but I didn't have a whole lot of conversation. If it wasn't about me, it wasn't about football or basketball or something like that. What I would have did was like I am today, like, how you doing? How your family doing? What you got going on?
Right.
You know what I mean? So just be a more well-rounded person. So the people see that you're more than just an athlete, right? You could be that person that's sitting on a podcast one day. You could be that person that, in a Fortune 500 company, you could do other things as well.
Right. Well, that's $1 million worth of game right there.
Tag that. Right.